You're listening to the Next 15 Podcast Show with Trey North on Spreaker.com. Welcome to the Next 15 Podcast Show. This is Trey North, and we are talking with my guest co-host Marie North on Randomish 103. Hey, Marie.
Hey.
How you doing?
Doing well. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing great now that I'm looking outside and the sun's out and it's not raining anymore. And it's warming up a little bit.
Yeah, it's still a little nippy to me. I need a little light jacket, but it's all good.
It's nippy to you right now. You're in the house.
It's nippy in the house. I have on a jacket.
Okay. Well, just to recap, last week we did a great episode, or I think it was a great episode, called Running Your Race, a very inspirational episode, and we got a lot of good and positive feedback from that. And what do you think about it?
About the show?
Yeah.
I thought it was a really good show. I hope that everyone that got a chance to listen to it was able to take away something from it and be inspired to stay on their own course and not deviate from what they want to do with their lives.
What do you mean when you say not do what they want to do with their lives?
What they want to do with their lives? Meaning...
You said not do what they want to do with their lives.
Oh, well, I meant to say what they want to do with their lives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
My bad.
Wow. No. Well, today, we're just random topics. I mean, it's a lot of stuff out there, you know. Mm-hmm. Anywhere from R. Kelly, Jussie Smollett, who else? My boy, Jesus, my brain just went boom, just went out there for basketball.
Oh, Westbrook.
Yes, Russell Westbrook. Thank you. I just had a brain fart.
Yeah.
Like, wow, just went totally blank. But, well, what should we talk about? Should we talk about those, or should we talk about something else, or what? What should we talk about in this? Try to get it in 15 minutes. We never do.
No, not no randomish. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Spend a couple of minutes on each.
Well, I don't know. Let's talk about Russell Westbrook.
That's a tongue twister.
I know, Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook. You have to say it slow.
Yeah, so what do you think about that? For those that are listening that haven't heard, I'm pretty sure if you're a sports fan or if you're just in general, that kind of probably made some highlights. Russell Westbrook was in the middle of a game. And do you remember what game he was?
Utah Jazz.
Checking you. Okay. Utah Jazz. That's correct. And a fan evidently said some things that he shouldn't have been saying to Russell while he was on the court, and it caused him to clap back. And I guess I don't want to say threatened, but he did say he was going to
mess him up.
Yeah, mess him up. But obviously the dude said something racial.
Yeah. And
so it kind of triggered that. What are your takes on... You know, this is not the first time Russell Westbrook had have run-ins with fans. More recently with the little boy who touched him while he was in the middle of a game, and he kind of stopped and had a teaching moment for the kid to say, hey, and to his parents, hey, you don't do this, you don't do that. But what do you think about how fans are, especially in basketball games, because this is probably the sport that you're most closest to the athletes. Football, you're in the stands, you're up high, and other, soccer, hockey, you don't have that that closeness as you normally would as in another sport than you do at a basketball game. What do you think? Do you think the fans are taking it a little bit too far when it comes to in the NBA?
Yeah, I mean, it could go either way. Fans are going to be fans, and they're going to say whatever they, want to say. And sometimes, especially if they've been drinking or something like that, they may get a little bit out of hand. But then on the other hand, there has to be a line drawn where you just can't, you don't have the right to demean anybody or put somebody down or talk to somebody, against their race or anything like that. So there's lines that has to be drawn somewhere.
Yeah, I think definitely there's lines that has to be drawn and that should not be crossed. And I get it. I mean, you're a professional athlete and it is your job, to you're on your job basically. And to me, you're going to experience some trash talk. You know what I mean? You're gonna, that comes with the territory. I don't like your team. You don't like my team.
Yeah.
So-and-so's better than you. Miss it. We've been to basketball games with our own children.
I mean, when I was a cheerleader, we used to say, it was so mean. I don't know why we did this, but we used to get in trouble for it and we would stop. But we used to say, gorilla on the free throw line, miss it.
Yeah, you can't say that word, especially, especially
that's
to a black person
nice.
at that. But there is a line, now there's a level of professionalism that an athlete should maintain. But then again, as a fan, there's got to be a level of respect for an athlete as a human being.
Yeah.
And him to say that or if an athlete is being touched, and feel some type of way, then it's their right. If they don't want to be touched, especially, with the little boy situation or whatever, normally an athlete will, they'll get in the crowd, they'll give dap to a fan if they want that type of contact, or they'll even converse in verbal, communication. But when you're demeaning somebody and when you say something, especially when it's something racial, it's then a line that has been crossed. And it just shouldn't be that way. And of course, Russell Westbrook, the man he is, reacted to that. So some might argue, hey, he could have just kept on playing. Michael Jordan did that, never acknowledged anybody. And of course, all the sportscasters, they would co-sign with me saying that. But
But to me, it's like you have your different types of people. And without all types of people, the world wouldn't go around. Like you have your Martin Luther Kings versus you had your Muhammad, I just have Malcolm X. And one was extreme and one wasn't extreme. But without the people that would speak up for certain things, things wouldn't get done. So the guy was banned. So say Russell didn't say anything at all, and the guy spoke whatever he had to say about his race, then nothing would have ever came to be, So now people know that, hey, if I make a racial remark towards somebody at a game, I can possibly get banned. So I'm not going to do that.
He got banned from every home game with Oklahoma City,
Utah.
But every game that Oklahoma City... City Thunder are playing, right?
Okay.
Or is it every? I don't know.
It said a home game, so
he can never go to a home game.
It said no,
in his own hometown.
We have to look it up, but I think it said home games. So,
well, he's definitely learned his lesson.
Yeah, I mean, you need those people that speak up, and you're going to have the ones that protest in silence, and then you're going to have the ones that are very verbal with how they feel about stuff.
Yeah. Well, let's take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll get on another randomish topic right here on the Next 15 podcast. Have you always wanted to know what it's like in the world of sports officials? Are you interested in becoming a certified referee? Or are you already a certified referee looking to make extra money and maintain some exercise while enjoying your craft? Then consider the professionals at LRG, La Day Referee Group, specializing in training beginning and developed referees. LRG has been in business since 2013 and contracts referees for basketball and volleyball throughout the city of Houston, Texas. LRG also schedules tournaments for various organizations such as Yes Schools, KIPP Schools, and more. LRG, La Day Referee Group, professional disciplined officials striving for athletic excellence with humility and class since 2013. For more information, contact 832-622-1394 or email ledayrefereegroup@gmail.com. That's LEDAY refereegroup and we're
at gmail.com.
With Randomish 103 here at the Next 15 podcast. I'm your host, Trey North, and my special guest host, Marie North. And we're just on random topics. We just got through talking about the Russell Westbrook situation. And now we're going to switch tides with let's get on Jussie. wow, this is a crazy storyline of what he's done. And everybody knows, or if you haven't or don't know, Jussie staged his own beatdown, basically.
Allegedly.
Thank you for saying that. Allegedly staged his own beatdown and got caught.
Yeah.
I have no idea why such a talented actor, singer, individual would want to do this. And now he's facing 16 accounts.
It's sad.
It's sad, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I heard stories that he might have been getting canceled, or his character might have been getting canceled on the show Empire, which I've also heard that they had no plans or no intentions of doing so. But Jussie has, he definitely had Robin Roberts and the LGBT community in his corner until this, you know. And so it's just it's crazy, man. Why?
You never know.
Why?
You never know what people are going through or what people have going on in their homes and their personal lives. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Do you feel sorry for him?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
I do. I'm that one that will feel sorry for somebody.
You mean in the sense that maybe there's something going on deeper that would cause him to do that? It's not like he needs the attention. I don't feel like it is because, I mean, he's got a great following. So I don't know if I feel sorry for him for doing that. I think people are people and people do people things. At the same time, I mean, you have to be held accountable if they find him guilty of anything. I don't think 16 accounts is a suitable punishment or whatever.
I feel sorry for him, but I understand that, hey, you did wrong, so you have to be punished for something that you did wrong.
But, you know, it doesn't always have to be about people always. There's something deep to it. It could be greed, or it could be fame or something like that, why people do things. People could be in their state of mind just as great and have no problems, but yet have their own desiring, I don't know the word, their own desires to just gain more.
It could be.
You know, and it doesn't always have to be something deep, you know what I mean, all the time when people... Now, R. Kelly, as we seg into that, that's deep.
Yeah, I feel sorry for him too.
Well, I feel sorry for him too, but he's got to get what's coming to him.
He deserves some punishment.
Yeah, and it's man, that hit 30 years. I mean, that's crazy. Switching topics. R. Kelly. Let's get off of Jussie and I feel sorry for the women. I feel sorry for R. Kelly because I know there's when you're doing something like that, it's something ain't right up there.
He was a victim, and so in turn, he created more victims.
Yeah, I don't understand that because being a victim should make you somewhat have empathy of what others are suffering or have gone through, and you wouldn't want them to relive what you've done. So I don't understand that.
I never understood it. To me, it's like a parent or somebody go through something when they're a child, and they're like, I'm never going to act like that when I get older, but then they end up being just like that parent or whatever. I don't understand it, you know.
Yeah, well, I can attest to that because some things are learned behavior.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean?
His stuff was probably learned behavior. He just did it in a different manner.
Yeah, okay.
Because it was a sexual offense, and so
I mean,
he was supposedly sexually abused. So,
but you don't think he knew what he was doing? I'm just asking. You don't think he might have known what he was doing? You know, because when I say learned behavior, I'm saying something that you do and you really don't. You've done it so long, or you're accustomed to it.
He knew what he was doing. Just like when a child, they know, like when their parent is not, you know, not treating them how they should necessarily be, but then they go and do the same thing. It's learned behavior.
But some parents apologize for that. You know what I mean? Some parents are remorseful and want to do better. This guy's been doing stuff for this amount of years. It's crazy.
It goes into being sick mind. You know,
Yeah.
he has like his.
Yeah, that's why I say I feel sorry for him, not Jussie.
Yeah.
But I feel sorry for him. He has a problem, obviously.
He has a very sick mind.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And if he would have probably sought help when he was younger, then it probably would have been better for him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree to that. Well, this has been interesting.
It's been 15 minutes.
Almost. I told you I was going to try to do it in 15 minutes. We're at 14 minutes now.
It feels less than that.
I know.
Like maybe 5 minutes.
So listen, hey, check it out. Thank you so much for tuning in to this show. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook platform at Next 15 Podcast. You can also go to the website at www.next15podcast.com. You can go there and you can subscribe to my website. Yes, you will get exclusive members only information, news, unreleased podcasts, stuff that comes out before I release it to anyone else, as a way of saying thank you for being a follower. Also, you can catch all of our podcasts on iTunes Podcast, SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Play. We're everywhere. Twitter, Tumblr, wherever your music, wherever your music platform is, we are there. So I'm Trey North. Thank you so much. Thank you, Marie, for joining us.
You're welcome.
Again.
And again and again.
Yes, before I get out of here, it's just a little bit over 15 minutes. I want to give 2 shout outs. One to my faithful listener, Rod G, all the way from Houston, Texas, who also has a business. I'm plugging him right now because he's such a faithful listener. It's www.baldbeardedblessed.com. Go to his website. He sells nice, beautiful apparel. He also does a blog on his website. Hit him up. Get a couple of t-shirts. Get a couple of tank tops. Support this man. He's a young black businessman with a great mind, a great head on his shoulders. Just a terrific all-around guy. And then secondly, I want to just give a shout out to the Drip Podcast over on the Spreaker.com platform, who also gave me a shout out when I was interacting in their last show on Saturday. Great content. These ladies have a great show. I think it's a really nice, clean, and professional show. And I just want to say thank you so much for giving me a shout out, and I'm giving it right back, showing that love. For the Next 15 podcast show with Trey North and guest co-host Marie North, we'll see you later. Holler at you. Be blessed.
Bye, guys.